All right. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. All right. Let's look at what's happening in the market today. So, what do we see? We see the VIX breaking out today over 24. I think the VIX is probably more in the area of going towards 30 today, or excuse me, 26. So, yesterday we talked about this. The VIX going up. It's probably going to be a day to short. The VIX is rising. The VIX is rising. 9 times out of 10, the market is dropping. So let's go look at the ES. Yeah, and so you see the market broke through that key level 56.56 and it's going down. Now, here's the important thing: the market gets to 5,600. There is a strong level of resistance. We can go back and see here the market hit 56 for a little while, then bounced up. Go back here, broke through, and bounced up. So, um, this could be one of those mornings where you have a gap down and then the market goes up. But it's going to be really based off of what is going to be the driver for the market today, right? And the Dow was down, the ES is down, trade tensions are still high. Everyone's talking about that we have less containers coming in from China, which is obviously going to cause a shortage at the stores or cars or whatever products is coming in from China, which could then raise prices and create the market into a further downturn. So the Federal Reserve starts its two-day policy meeting today. Central bank is expected to maintain the current interest rates. Um, European markets are also under pressure. The Germany DAX index declining following political developments. And so that does not set well. That means that the markets overnight were all negative, and that's carrying over into the U.S. markets. So it's going to be important to see if we're able to, what's going to happen. Will we get the bounce? Going back to the upside, trade within a range until Chairman Powell speaks. And once he speaks, the market's probably going to take off in one or two directions after that. So we'll be continuing to watch that. But yeah, just for today, if the market goes past 5,600, then it is definitely put. But right now, the market's definitely setting up for puts. And so let's go take a look and see what we got. The only thing that's been slightly bullish, and that's the Chinese sector. So you see Futu's doing well. Baba, they're all at a key point of resistance. That's at here's at 128. If it breaks 128, you can play that one long. I'll be looking at Futu and Baba together. Maybe PDD, all Chinese sector. So looking for confluence, stocks in the same sector, moving in the same direction. That's a pretty easy trade. But outside of that, most of the market is red. And so we're going to take a look at some of those stocks. As they say, you want to try to trade with the wind behind your back. All right, let's go take a look at the SPY. SPY key level resistance here, 558. Again, will we have a turn? And then a bounce back to the upside today. I mean, very possibly gap down overnight. Then the market takes off a little bit today and try to regain those losses as we approach Chairman Powell's speech. Or we can just have a continuation. So 558 level for the SPY. If you do, you can definitely catch that to 555. Make some money there. Let's check the Qs real quick. Q's a lot more level of resistance. We got multiple levels of resistance. I probably wouldn't even play the Q's until I get to 475 unless you're catching it on a reverse back to the upside and it breaks 480, 42. Then you might be able to rate the Q's right back up here to 46, 47 on a $5 move. That would pretty do well. Let's take a look at some other stuff. Google. Real easy. Google 162, 163. Breaks 162, ride that down to 160. Breaks 163, ride that up to 165. Google's that's a pretty easy play right there to put on the watch list. Let's see what else we got. Nvidia is the other one. Nvidia at 112. Nvidia looks pretty weak. So see how the market opens. If it stays below that, it can ride that down to 110. Get in, get out. The other one, let's take a look at a few that was really setting up. Now, we did look at Google. Let's take a look at Amazon. Amazon downtrend, broke the 185, 184. Looked like that's headed to 182. And again, we saw the SPY, right? And the SPY had support not far from where it is. So today is probably a good day to, as soon as you get to your support level, take profit, because you could get a bounce or a reverse today. But if the SPY continues to break through that level, then the market is falling. One of the best setups I'm looking at is coin. Coin is already below 195. If it stays 195, 194, and it keeps going, boom, I'm taking coin all the way down. Let's take a look at Bitcoin. So it's kind of, coincides with Bitcoin. Bitcoin's been on a downturn, but Bitcoin has an important level right here around 93. So that's kind of got to watch both of them together. Bitcoin breaks 93, then coin's going to run. It's going to be a good short, but it could bounce right here in between this range until Powell speaks. So just be aware of that. What's another one? I think Starbucks is ready to fall. Yeah, so Starbucks had, after earnings, had this big old drop, made some money the next day, took profit here, got out, then it ran back up. Now Starbucks looks like it's about to settle down and take that and go revisit that low again, a 75. So the gap up, gap down, the gap down, then it went all the way back up. Now it's ready to go back down. What else we got? I think Humana. So we talked about SPY. And so, yeah, just waiting on this one. Got an alert. Humana breaks 250. Then that's a short. But that one, just being patient, waiting. And then when it goes back down here to 239. So that one probably, once again, in, keep it for a few days till it goes down here to 240. But we're just waiting for Humana to break through and fall there. All right, and then the other things, Palantir had its earnings announcement last night. Obviously, Palantir mentioned a lot about AI. They didn't seem to be overly impressed with Palantir's announcements, but we're right here at 115, 116. So Palantir, just like a lot of earnings go down, it could go back up. We'll wait and see. But I would like to see Palantir break this 111. If it breaks this 111, then I'm shorting Palantir. But if it goes back up, I'll probably just let it go and see what it does. But so I'll be looking at Palantir. Palantir breaks 111, then we're going to short. All right, last and not least, we'll look at one more. I think we went through quite a few here. Let's take a look at Domino's. Domino's needs to break 1470 to be a short. Domino's have been super bullish over a long period. Now it's giving back some of those. And let's take a look at a few sectors. XLY is looking bearish today. So that's Domino's sits in that sector. XLV, healthcare, has some support here. So again, that's why I try to be patient with Humana. XLV falls, Humana's probably going to fall, and that'll be that. XLK, our tech sector. So here's our Qs and NASDAQ. Has support here at 210. Again, it's another reason stocks could bounce off of support today and then go back up. All right. Well, I think that's enough for today. So hopefully this video has been helpful. Please keep in mind that the market could bounce up, but it's looking super bearish this morning. So got to keep your head on the swivel until Powell speaks on, I believe that's Wednesday. And once he then, the market's going to find its direction and go from there. All right. Please like and subscribe. Check you on the next video. Be blessed.